Bonjour! Episode 10 of the Emma Watson-a-thon, and today I am going to watch My Week with Marilyn. And as I said at the end of the last episode, I've never seen most of the last 10 films of this marathon. I am excited. So, My Week with Marilyn. I've never seen it, I don't know what it's about. I'm assuming it's about Marilyn Monroe. I don't know very many things about Marilyn Monroe. I think she was a singer. Yeah, it's kind of embarrassing how little I know about Marilyn Monroe. I basically know what she looks like. I think I know one of her songs, and I know the iconic photo of her holding down a skirt. So I think this is going to be like a biopic. Which I've said before, I'm not a big fan of those. But hey, we'll see, right? How bad can it be? I don't think Emma Watson is going to play Marilyn Monroe. Maybe like a character like Ewan McGregor in Miles Ahead, where like Don Cheadle played... Was it Don Cheadle? Yeah. Where Don Cheadle played Miles Davies and Ewan McGregor was like the other main character, like an interviewer kind of person. So it could be like that. I'm just going to assume it is like that. Like maybe, you know what? My guess is that Emma Watson is going to be a journalist who has to make something about Marilyn Monroe. Yeah, that's going to be it. Now I'm going to watch the movie and Emma Watson is going to be in 10 minutes of it because I didn't do proper research and she plays a very little role. That's probably more like it. Yeah, I don't mind as long as it's an interesting film. In fact, I don't know if you're also watching the Tom Holland-a-thon, but if you're not, you should. One of my favorite films so far in that marathon is Lock, in which Tom Holland only has a voice role and he does like 10 lines maybe, but it somehow is the best film. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and see. I'm sure it'll be fine, this film, even for a biopic. So I will let you know if it was after I've seen the film. I'm back. My Week with Marilyn tells the story of the production of the movie The Prince and the Showgirl, starring Marilyn Monroe. The production happened in England, so the movie is about Marilyn Monroe coming to England and filming the movie there, and about her relationship with the third directing assistant. As I said before, I'm not a big fan of biopics or movies about real events. However, there are exceptions. There are some biopics that I enjoy, and I am glad to say this was one of them. I like Michelle Williams' performance. As I've said in my pre-thoughts, I'm not that familiar with Marilyn Monroe. I don't know how she acted, but I imagine it's quite a lot like Michelle Williams acted in this film. And if it's not, I still think Michelle Williams made a very captivating character. The movie's mostly about Marilyn Monroe and the way she acts and why, and how the filmmakers tried to deal with that. And I think that was interesting to see, and also executed quite well. The editing and framing and the transitions felt a little jazz-like sometimes. They were also accompanied by jazz, or at least instruments you would typically associate with jazz. And I think that fit the time frame of the 50s quite well. Also, I'm just a big fan of the 50s aesthetic, and seeing as this movie was set in the 50s, yeah, I like that part of the film. The other actors were quite good as well. I think Kenneth Branagh was nominated for an Oscar for this film. To be honest, I didn't really... His performance didn't really stick out to me. It was good, but not that I would have nominated him for an Oscar. Also, Eddie Redmayne was in this movie. He played the protagonist, and yeah, I think he was good as well. Eddie Redmayne is a quite a good actor, and but not anything, once again, that really jumped out at me. Emma Watson was almost like a footnote in this story. She played a very minor role, a very tragic role also. She played like the costume designer or something. And she was kind of the love interest for Eddie Redmayne's character. But then Eddie Redmayne's character loses interest in her and becomes interested in Marilyn Monroe, and Emma Watson's character is like really mature about that. She doesn't become angry or really jealous, and at the end she's like, I hope you sort yourself out. I like that because I don't really like it when films have someone become really upset or jealous just for the sake of having some conflict. But on the other hand, it was kind of weird. Most normal people would become angry or jealous, but she seemed just a little bit sad, which is also logical, but still. The thing that bugs me most is I think the film could have worked without her character. So she's not really important to the story. It gives a little humanity to Eddie Redmayne's character, but apart from that, I think she could have just been cut out and the film wouldn't be any worse for it. But then I wouldn't have seen it, so I guess it's good she was in there. I don't have anything more to say, really. As I said, it was interesting and I liked watching it, but it's not the kind of movie that I really thought about much the next day. And that is why I am giving this movie a 7 out of 10. Next episode, I am going to watch The Perks of Being a Wallflower, so do join me for that, and I will see you then. Goodbye.